The present value is equal to 0.0021 coin. The change between the end of day 0.0021 and the end of day 0.0022 was 0.0001. 4.55 different rates United States dollars to amp value estimate for 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027 amp cost forecast for August 2023 starting at 0.0022 most expensive amp. The rent is 0.0027. The usual cost per month is about 0.0018 amps, and the change for August is about 0.0020 amps. Forecasts for the US dollar in September 2023 start at the highest cost of 0.0020. The least amount is 0.0021. The average for the month is 0.0016. The monthly cost per amp is 0.0019, and the change for September is 0.0019. The largest cost per amp is expected in October 2023, at 0.0019. Cost of renting, 0.0022. The average for each month is 0.0019. 0.0020 amp cost theory for the months and 0.0021 change for October. 10.5% empty before any other costs are taken into account. The most you can expect to pay in US dollars for November 2023 is 0.0021. The least amount is 0.0021. The average monthly cost of an amp is $0.0017, and the highest cost is projected to be $0.0018 for 14.3 amps in December 2023. The average monthly cost of a lease is $0.0018, and the average monthly cost of an amp is $0.0014. Estimated cost of 0.0016 amp for the month's end change of 0.0015 for December 16.7 empty US dollars. January 2024 forecasts start at 0.0015 highest cost. The least amount is 0.0015. The average for the month is 0.0013. Estimated cost per amp for the months is 0.0014, with a change of $0.0015 for January. The cost per amp is projected to rise by 6.7% for February 2024, when it will be the most expensive at 0.0014. The least amount is 0.0014. 0.0011. The month's average amp cost figure compared to the month's end 0.0012 change for February 14.3 empty US dollars. Estimates for WOC 2024 starting cost at 0.0012, most extreme cost at 0.0013. The least amount is 0.0015. 0.0012 is the average cost per month. 0.0013 is the average cost per amp, 0.0014 is the change for spring, and 0.0017 is the lowest cost for 16.7 amps in April 2024 before any other costs. 0.0015 amp cost estimate toward the month's end. 0.0016 change for April. 14.3% empty US dollars. Predictions for May 2024 in the first place cost at 0.0016 highest cost. The least amount is 0.0016. The usual cost of an amp is $0.0013 per month. The cost of an amp is $0.0015 per month, and the cost of an amp has changed by $0.0014 since May. The cost of an amp in June 2024 is expected to start at $0.0014, which is the highest cost. 0.0011 is the usual cost per month. 0.0013 is a measure of the cost over the next few months. 0.0012 is the change for June 14.3, and 0.0012 is the predicted cost in US dollars for July 2024. The least it will cost is 0.0013. 0.0011 is the average for the month, 0.0012 is the change for July, and 0.0012 is the cost prediction for August 2024 before anything else. The average for each month is 0.0009. Estimated cost of 0.0011 amps toward the month's change of $0.0010 for August. 16.7 amp cost estimate for October 2025 in first place, cost at 0.0010 most expensive. The least amount is 0.0010. The average cost per month is 0.0008 amps, and the average change for October is 0.0009 amps. Estimates in US dollars for November 2025 at the most expensive cost of 0.0009. The least amount is 0.0011. The average monthly 0.0010 amp cost forecast for the months is 0.0009, and the change for November is 0.0010, which is 11.1%. The cost estimate for December 2025 starts at 0. The amount that costs the most is 0.0010. The least amount is 0.0011. The average monthly 0.0010 amp cost projection is 0.0009, and the change for December is 0.0010. In January 2026, the first and most important cost in US dollars is expected to be 0.0010. The least amount is 0.0010. The average monthly cost of 0.0009 amps is 0.0007, and the highest cost is 0.0008 for January 2026. The least amount is 0.0010. The monthly average is $0.000088. 0.0009 amp cost gauge towards the months, with a 0.0009 change in February. Bitcoin price prediction as $5 billion in trading volume puts BTC back in the green. Is it time to buy? In the complicated world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is at the forefront of strategic discussions. Its impressive $5 billion trade volume, which has put the asset back in the black, is a good example of this. Even with this momentum, the commodity is worth about $26,011 as of Monday, which is a slight drop of nearly 0.1%. This price isn't just based on how the market works, it's also heavily influenced